Today we are going to be talking about the one mindset shift that can completely change your life. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this mindset is crucial to live a well-rounded, happy life. Before we get into the video, please take a moment to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. If you're coming back again, that's likely because you enjoy the content that I create, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications and set them to always so that you never miss a new video from me. And definitely make sure that you are checking out my Instagram as well. It's @CarrieRad. I'm over there every single day on stories, and I shared lots of recipes, self-care advice, indoor plant advice, gardening tips. Are your general daily thoughts more negative, more worrisome, a bit more fearful, and do you tend to think more about the things that you don't have? Or are they more positive and lighthearted, and do you focus more on the things that you do have? Today's mindset we're going to be talking about is abundance versus scarcity. A scarcity mentality is normally what keeps most people from achieving their goals. An abundance mindset is normally a person who knows that there is enough to go around for everybody, that there's plenty for everyone, that they're willing to share, and in return they receive. Because I really love reflection in life and thinking about why things occur or why they don't, I've always been really aware and focused on where I was or where my mindset was when I would achieve certain goals in life, and where I was or what my mindset would be when I would set a goal and maybe not achieve it. And every time, without a doubt, whenever I would achieve certain goals, I was living in an abundance mindset where I knew that there was plenty to go around for everybody. And when I wouldn't achieve certain goals, I was living in this mindset of worry, of fear of the future, of scarcity. The way that this relates to gratitude is pretty spot on, and I talk about gratitude continuously on this channel, and you guys know that I strongly believe that gratitude is the key to happiness. And I know that this is not the first time that you've ever heard that, and probably me saying it on this channel is not the first time you've ever heard that. It's almost quite repetitive at this point, and we're gonna go deeper than gratitude in this video. But you can really see how gratitude and the abundance mindset can really play really nicely together, because if you're living in an abundance mindset, then what you are really doing is that you're thankful for everything that comes your way. And not only that, it goes deeper in knowing that there is enough of whatever that is to go around for everyone. A fear of the unknown can almost instantly bring us into a scarcity mentality. So I don't blame you if you're in that mindset right now, because during these times, a fear of the unknown is very prevalent. The scarcity mindset shows up a lot in anxiety and stress and in fear, and when you get to the foundation of those feelings, a lot of the time it has to do with the feeling of not having enough. A common theme when I'm talking to people that I love in my life, and we're having a deep and meaningful conversation, and maybe they're asking for some advice and they're feeling depressed and stuck and like the world is out to get them. A common theme that I notice is that their mentality is very much so, look what the universe has done to me. Look at all of these bad cards that I've been dealt. I can't get out of this, I'm stuck. When we can completely shift that mindset to look what the universe is doing for me. Look at the lessons that I'm able to learn by going through this harder time. That way, we can completely shift everything so that we actually have a bright light at the end of the tunnel, as opposed to just continuously going through this dark tunnel without seeing the light at the end of it. Now I want to talk about some simple ways to help you implement a more abundance mindset in your daily life. First off, looking at what you do have in life. A scarcity mindset sees limitations over possibilities. I'm going to use myself as an example. Let's say that in 2 years' time, I decide I want to go work at a corporation. I don't want to make YouTube videos anymore. I want to go work somewhere, whatever that corporation might be. I could easily, immediately tell myself, nobody is going to hire you because you have no experience. You've been sitting here behind a camera for years just making YouTube videos, editing them, putting them on the internet, nobody is going to take you seriously. The abundance mindset would sound something like, I started this YouTube channel, it's successful, I'm consistent with it, I've learned so much along the way. There is so much that I can offer a corporation in terms of social media and video editing and how to grow a specific platform. I can offer my talents, and all of the work that I've done consistently over all of these years is my portfolio. That is my example of how a thought can come up into your mind and it can go down the path of limitation and not achieving your goal, versus going down the path of possibility and opportunity and likely being able to achieve your goal because you put it out into the universe. By the way, I do not plan on ending my YouTube career anytime soon. I love doing this and I will continue to do this as long as you guys will have me. Another way to find more abundance in your life is to look at the lessons learned. To remember what it is that you went through, you were able to take something out of it, and this can completely shift your perspective. And perspective is essentially everything, and that's what this entire video is about. It's your perspective. I will use myself again as an example for this one. When I was young, my parents got a divorce, but I wasn't too young to not understand what was happening. I was old enough to know what was going on, and my mom was really depressed from the divorce. She was just kind of in this depression spiral, really sad. It was hard to kind of get her to get out of it, to move forward, to be strong. And so I kind of had to step into this emotional strength that was definitely more mature for my age. For example, I got my mom ready, I picked out her outfit, and I did her makeup for her first date with Tim, who is now my stepdad, almost just like a year after my parents got a divorce. I remember, and she remembered, she talks about it a lot with me, like me looking at her and being like, you've got this, like everything's gonna be okay, like you're gonna get through this, you're so strong. And she always talks about, she's like, I can't believe that like at that age you were able to kind of step into what I needed and giving me that strength that I needed. Now I can look at that situation and choose to look at it as, I can't believe I had to deal with that at a young age. I can't believe I had to step into something that was way more mature for me, that I wasn't able to process it on my own. Instead, I choose to, and have always chosen to, look at it with also having compassion for myself, but I have always chosen to say, you know what, that is why I am who I am today. And all of these things that I dealt with at a young age, even my father being an alcoholic, I've talked about all of this stuff on my podcast. We get a little bit deeper over there on Soul Sugar Podcast. If you're not subscribed to it, definitely check it out. A little plug there. But you know, my dad being an alcoholic, my parents' divorce, everything kind of like made me have to step into a strength and step into forgiveness. But I choose to look at that as that happened for me, so that today I can sit here and talk to you guys about this stuff. So today I can sit there and have a deep and meaningful conversation with a friend, or somebody who is dealing with alcoholism, or somebody who dealt with a divorce or is dealing with divorce, or you know, somebody who needs that emotional strength that I was able to step into at a young age and has been prevalent in my life ever since. Like, that is part of who I am, and I choose to see that as a beauty within me as a human being, as opposed to a negative thing that I had to go through. So looking at situations like that as a lesson learned, I learned a lesson from those childhood experiences, and I'm stronger today because of it. As human beings, we tend to focus really intensely on something specific. And then what happens is everything else just kind of goes on the back burner. So everything else that might matter and be totally true just goes in the back seat. And we're focusing on this one thing, and then that is our truth. When in reality, that one thing that we're focusing on might be something completely negative that is not your truth. And maybe you're putting your truth in the back seat and you're not seeing the opportunity and the possibility. It's about loosening up that focus, really expanding your horizons and your awareness and paying attention to all of the opportunity that you have. Once you start to dream up of all the possibilities, you'll really start to realize that achieving those goals you have in life are not as impossible as you might think that they are. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would be doing with your life if you had absolutely no limitations with money or time or whatever it may be. Also, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this abundance versus scarcity mindset. Do you feel like you are more of a person who thinks abundantly, or are you somebody who has a scarcity mindset? I find it really interesting. I think it's such a fascinating conversation, and it's really a great way to just kind of understand ourselves a little bit more as human beings. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a thumbs up so that I know to create more videos like this for you guys. In the meantime, come hang out with me over on Soul Sugar Podcast or over on my Instagram at CarrieRad. I have a newsletter that comes out every Tuesday morning, so definitely make sure that you are signed up for that as well. I will put the link in the description box of this video, and I will see you guys very soon in a new one. Thank you for watching. Bye.